So I was going through Google Drive, seeing if I had a script that was ready to be recorded, and I went back and found a story I wrote for a class project. So I kind of want to see how this lives to this day. Here's a backstory to what this is. So we were doing a class project where we had to read a scary book, or what they thought was a scary book, and we then had to answer questions about it. And then at the end, we had to write our own scary books. So I did just that, and I think I did better than everyone else. I don't know about you, but I think I did. With a bunch of corrections that need to be filled out, but I guess my teacher didn't mind about that. Anyway, welcome to The House. Yeah, I know, scary title, but trust me, it'll get better. The year is 1994, and the sun just finished setting. During the beginning of the night, I decided to go for a walk in the city. It was a night like any other night. The crickets were chirping, the moon was shining, the stores were closing, and the robbers were robbing, when suddenly an unusual fog came from a house. At first I was thinking that since it was close to Halloween, they were doing a celebration early, but then I noticed that there was only one car near the house, and even then, it was only the neighbors of the house. I called the police and told them what was happening. I even recorded the fog in case it disappeared. The police arrived and entered the house. The first thing they noticed was a TV that was on, so someone had to at least been in the house. Because let's be real, a TV on with no one around would make no sense without any bills. But that was only the beginning of the investigation. We started going upstairs to see if anything else wasn't right. As we went up, a voice from behind me said, "Leave." But when I turned around, there was no one there. I quickly went to the two policemen and told them what happened. Even though none of us believed in ghosts, we couldn't say that ghosts never exist. Plus, what other option did we have? Continue the investigation until we find spooky, scary skeletons and as they shiver down your spine. Okay, I thought we were gonna read this like in front of class, so I want to kind of meme it, but we never did. Now I'm sad. We were going to call a fortune teller to help us contact the dead. As we each pulled out our phones, we found out that none of us could get signal, so we did the only thing we could do. Get outside to find some signal. As we make it out, one of the policemen disappeared. We even went back in the house to find him, and couldn't find him after 5 minutes of looking. Spooky. So me and the other policeman got back outside and called the fortune teller. I told her everything that happened from when I arrived at the house to when the policeman disappeared. She arrived at the house. I asked her, "What do we have to do to prepare for this seance?" She said, "All we need to do is set up the table and put these items on it." The following items she had was cards, candles, a tablecloth, and a crystal ball. After 10 minutes of setting up, we started the seance. "Everyone hold hands and close your eyes," she said. Then she started saying the following. "Is there any spirits that would want to talk to us?" The spirit said, "Nothing." No one said anything and nothing was happening. She asked again, but a little differently. "If there are any spirits in the house, please give us a sign." Another moment of silence. And then the table slowly started to levitate Then the table slowly started to levitating? Fuck, my English was bad by then. The fortune teller was trying to talk to the ghost, but it did not want to talk. Before she even blinked, the ghost grabbed her and she was eaten. The police and I ran out of the house and started running as far from the house as possible. I made it back home, but I didn't know what to do next. Do I tell people about this, or do I just keep this between me and the policeman back there? If only I could break the fourth wall, and someone reading this book could tell me what I should do after all of this, but sadly I can't. And to this day, I still try to forget about it. The end. What the fuck is that ending? Are there anybody out there in the fourth wall that can tell me if this spirit is real or not? And then I had a fucking trivia question thing down here, and I guess my teacher answered it. I looked over it. She did correctly. She wins. This book was made on 10/11/18. Oh my god. Let's make this the 2-year anniversary and upload it then. I think I did a pretty good job writing the book. Spell checking. Not so much. I don't know how I wasn't deducted points. I think I was given like close to 100. I could see why, But I still don't know why I wasn't told to, like, correct anything. That's kind of suspicious. Alrighty, well, that's the end of the story. I liked it. Of course I liked it. It's my story. Do you like it? I doubt it.